Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Mommy Monday video. If you are new here, my name is Melissa. I am currently, oh my gosh, 7 months pregnant with my second baby. It's been a wild ride for me. My first is just over 2. He actually just turned 2. I thought in today's video we would do a second trimester update because as of today, I am currently in the 3rd trimester. That's just crazy to me. I cannot believe how fast this second pregnancy has flown by. Okay, so we're gonna start out this video with any new symptoms or just symptoms in general that I've had during the second trimester. So the last video I filmed like this was at 20 weeks. If you didn't see that one and you wanna catch up, I will link it down below for you guys and in the cards so that you can check it out. So we're gonna do everything from 20 weeks forward. One of the worst symptoms this time around has been gas, like trapped gas, gassiness. It's been really bad. Tummy aches because of the gassiness. The acid reflux and just like the heartburn has been completely out of control. My God, it's been awful. So I've been taking Tums like candy, and then I do take a Pepsid AC at nighttime. Another symptom that I do not recall happening in my first pregnancy is red splotches, specifically on my neck. So I actually might be able to show you guys. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but especially right here, I have this like red splotch. I know things like melasma are pretty normal in pregnancy, but that's mostly like on your face and it's dark spots. These are red spots, which is just weird. And at first I thought it was a sunburn and it would go away, but it hasn't gone away and it's been a couple of months. Right around 21 weeks is when I started getting the belly button pain, you guys. And this is such a crazy symptom that I feel like nobody ever talks about. In my first pregnancy, I was alarmed and worried because it is a symptom that I feel like nobody describes it as belly button pain. They describe it differently, but to me, it's very clearly belly button pain, and it's pain like right around your belly button. And I remember in my first pregnancy asking my midwife about it, and she said, well, your belly button is kind of a connection point where all of your abs kind of connect together, your ab muscles. So the bigger you get in pregnancy, your abs are starting to separate and stretch, and so it makes perfect sense that that is the exact area that you're going to start feeling growing pains and just pains in general. I also have written down at 21 weeks that I had sore boobs, pelvic pressure, and vagina pain. Okay, so of course we know this video is a TMI video. It's a pregnancy video. They all are, right? This pregnancy, again, totally different from my first. It's crazy how drastically different 2 pregnancies with the same mama could be. And it was only 2 years ago, but it's just wild. So this time around, I noticed that I have really heavy, not lightning crotch. I know some people have that with like, that's not my problem, not yet at least. It's just sore, like really, really sore. And it's mostly like the day or 2 after I've been on my feet a lot. So if I've been doing a ton of housework, then the next day I'll have this, this sore vagina. I know that it's because everything is a little bit more loose down there. My ligaments, my muscles, they've done this before, right? They know what's going on. They're kind of getting ready. And so everything's just not as tight. And so therefore there's going to be more pressure. It's going to be heavier, which is one of the reasons why I ordered a maternity belt through my insurance. I wrote down lots of kicks, lots of movement. Right around 21, 22 weeks is when I really, really started feeling very apparent kicks and movement. I have an anterior placenta this time around, so I did start feeling movement at around 18 weeks, but now, at least around 21 weeks, and certainly now, it's undeniably kicks, movement, you know. I can't quite tell how he's positioned because I feel kicks and stuff low and high, so I can't tell if he's head up, head down, I don't know. At 22, 23 weeks, I wrote down hard jabs, kicks higher up, heartburn, which we already talked about. 24 weeks, I wrote belly button pain. Everything kind of remained the same between 24 weeks and 27 weeks. At 27 weeks, I did write down feeling heavy, hips feel loose. So that's something that, like I kind of talked about before, I just feel a lot heavier, not fat, not large. I just feel heavier, like more weighty this time in the belly area, which then of course makes my hips hurt. My pelvis has just been hurting a little bit more. I know part of that is I also haven't been working out like at all this pregnancy. I also had some swelling in my feet in the 27th week. I was in Arizona that week. I live in North Carolina, so the climate was different. It was hotter, and I wonder if it has something to do with that, but my feet swelled, my ankles swelled horribly that whole time I was there. And then now since I've been home, it's back to normal. So I don't really know what that was about. I know some of that is normal to a certain extent. If it's too much, then you got to worry about things like high blood pressure, preeclampsia. The last thing I want to mention is the motion sickness. Holy moly. So I just mentioned that I flew to Arizona in my 27th week to visit family. And I got really sick on the plane, you guys. And I am not somebody that has motion sickness. I don't have vertigo. I've never had that problem before. But I did get really sick on the plane when I was pregnant with my twins back in January. And I thought it was just a fluke, you know. But the fact that I got pregnant, or I got sick again on this plane ride, kind of confirms that it's hormonal pregnancy related. It was so bad, and it was a turbulent ride. Flying into Arizona, the wind, like the heat, the bubbly heat, I don't know. Something about that hot air, it's just bouncy. So there was that, but I threw up a couple of times, and then as soon as we landed, I was like, just, it was disgusting. And then going forward, that whole trip, I had really bad motion sickness in the car. I had to be really careful about driving places and making sure that, you know, it wasn't too jerky or bouncy or bumpy or things like that. I had to sit in the front seat. So it's just kind of strange because that's not a problem I have outside of pregnancy. On the flight home, I did take some Dramamine. My doctor said it was okay, and that seemed to help. I wasn't feeling perfect on the flight, but as soon as I got off the plane, I felt a whole lot better. Okay, the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is a mental health update. So those of you who have followed along with my journey know that this is a pregnancy after a loss, which comes with a whole slew of mental health, I don't want to say issues, but it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, and I struggled a lot the first half of my pregnancy with my mental health. And especially when the twins' due date rolled around, it was rough. It was really, really hard for me. It's been better. I'm feeling a lot better. I think now that we're in the 3rd trimester, I've reached the viability stage. I know that if something were to happen, if I could get to the hospital in time, like, me and baby will be perfectly fine. I can feel him moving all the time now, which helps so much. It's been a lot better, and I'm hoping that it just gets better and better from here. Third thing I want to talk to you guys about is weight gain. So I mentioned before that I'm not working out like at all this pregnancy, which I'm not proud of, by the way. I'm actually disappointed in myself big time. But I have not gained much weight at all. I have been careful about what I eat. I still do indulge in my daily bowl of ice cream. But aside from that, I eat small portions. And I try to eat throughout the day so I stay full and I don't binge eat. I've only gained 11 pounds this entire pregnancy, which is wild to me because at this point in my first pregnancy, I had gained like 25 pounds already, if not more. I think more, actually. So last time I got on the scale at the doctor, I was like, really? That's it? And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I didn't lose all of my baby weight from my first pregnancy. So I'm just kind of maintaining at a certain point. And then what I've gained is, you know, amniotic fluid, uterus, placenta, baby blood, stuff like that, tissue in your breasts. So I think that 11 pounds truly is just baby weight, not like changing my eating habits weight, you know what I mean? My doctor's very happy with that. She said, you know, if I gained a pound a week, which is normal from here going forward, that I still wouldn't even reach the 25-pound recommended weight gain, which is what I want. Fourth thing I want to update you guys on is products that have helped me in this pregnancy. So I think I'm finally getting to the point now where I'm consistently wearing maternity clothes every day, all day. The only thing maternity I don't wear is pajamas. My normal pajamas still seem to fit, stretchy, stretch pants, stuff like that. So definitely maternity clothes. Like I mentioned before, Tums, Pepsid, the maternity belt that I ordered through insurance, belly creams. I've been using lots of oils and creams and stuff like that. Bio oil has been a big one for me. Other than that, it's just drinking a whole ton of water. That has been my lifesaver, drinking the water. It's finally fall time here, but it's still hot. Like, I'm sweating here wearing this 3/4 sleeve shirt. I'm gonna change after this video. Okay, fifth thing to update you guys on is doctor's visits, and I'm actually at the point now where I'm going to the doctor every 2 weeks instead of every 4 weeks. So I have quite a bit of appointments to update you on. So I had an appointment at 20 weeks. Baby was doing great, uterus measured right on track. Baby's heart rate was 154, and at that point I had gained 8 pounds. I had another appointment at 24 weeks, and on this one I have uterus measuring 1 week ahead. So they do the thing with the tape measure where they feel the top of your uterus and they measure like the top of your pubic bone or something like that. And I was measuring 25 weeks at 24 weeks. And I kind of figured, because I felt like I just blew up that week. Like that was the week that I finally felt like I had a bump. And then that was my last appointment as far as every 4 weeks. And then from that point going forward, it's been every 2 weeks. So at 26 weeks, I had another appointment. That was my gestational diabetes glucose test appointment. So I actually, if you're unfamiliar, I'm sure most of you guys are, but you drink like this 50 milligram sugar drink. It's like this big. They give you 5 minutes to drink it. They actually sit there and watch you and they time you. So you have to drink it in 5 minutes. Then you have to sit there for an hour. You can't have any water. You can't eat anything. You just have to sit there and let it digest. And then after the hour, they take your blood and they see what your blood sugar level is. And it has to be under a certain amount in order to be free and clear. If it's over a certain amount, then you have to go in for a 3-hour test. And if you fail that one, then you are considered to have gestational diabetes. And luckily, so with my first pregnancy, my blood sugar was super low. It was actually to the point where I almost had too low of a blood sugar, which was odd to me. This one, it was right on track. I mean, I was well below the threshold. It wasn't even close, but it wasn't as low as it was the first time. At that appointment, I wrote down, did I write down baby's heart rate at the last one? I didn't. Oh yeah. No, I didn't. But at the 26-week appointment, his heart rate was 148. My next appointment is coming up here in a few days, a couple of days actually. So we'll see if I've gained any more weight. I'm sure I have. And we'll see how baby's doing. He's moving a ton. My belly, you know, things are going good. Sixth thing I'll update you guys on is my bump date. So here's the bump. And I feel like you can finally see that it's a bump and not just a food baby. I feel like I finally feel pregnant. I look pregnant. Like it's undeniable now. Okay, the last thing I want to update you guys on is what I'm doing to prep for baby during this, or what I did during the second trimester to prep for baby. And I actually got the entire nursery pretty much done in the second trimester. That was my goal because I knew with baby being due in December, that's Christmas time, I knew it was already gonna be a crazy hectic time of the year. We got Thanksgiving around the corner, we got Halloween around the corner. So with this time of the year already being wild and crazy, I didn't want to add nursery prep and baby prep on top of all of that, just for my sanity. All this to say, I got the entire nursery done during the second trimester, which I am pretty dang proud of. So the only thing I'm kind of looking for is maybe some more wall decor, but other than that, I've got newborn and 0 to 3 month clothes washed, folded, and put in the drawers. I got a box of diapers put in the drawer. I got wipes all ready. I got everything ready. In fact, I have all of the necessary and even just stuff that I wanted. Supplies purchased. We got our stroller. We are ready to go. Baby could be born tomorrow. And as far as supplies go, we are ready to go. I'm so happy to be at this point because now for the next 2.5 months, I can just kick back and relax, enjoy the holidays, go Christmas shopping, spend the time with my first, really soak up these next, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying, these next 10 weeks that I have with just him. And really just enjoy my third trimester as much as I can without having to worry about supply shortages. And there's so many products on back order and I don't have to worry about any of that. So I'm just really glad to be at this point. And I'm really glad I did it all when I did it because I'm just like, ah. Alright guys, well that is my second trimester update. I will definitely continue to do updates like this as frequently as I can. So you can keep up with me and my pregnancy. But other than that, thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you next time.